Hi, it's Maureen Muldoon, and we are on lesson 124. And, I teach lessons every day, but I don't always record them. But somebody asked me to record the lesson that we're doing on the day that we're doing it. And I totally agree. If there were more of me, I would clone myself. And then I would make out with myself. Just kidding, I wouldn't really do that. Well, maybe I would, I don't know. Lesson 124. Let me remember I am one with God. Today we will again give thanks for our identity in God. Our home is safe, protection guaranteed in all we do, power and strength available to us in all of our undertakings. We can fail in nothing. Everything we touch takes on a shiny light that blesses and that heals. At one with God and with the universe, we go our way rejoicing with the thought that God Himself goes everywhere with us. This lesson is so beautiful, so I actually did have to record this lesson just because it's so beautiful. It says, how holy are our minds, and everything we see reflects the holiness within, and the mind at one with God and with itself. How easily do errors disappear and death give place to everlasting life. Our shining footprints point the way to truth. For God is our companion as we walk the world a little while. For God is our companion as we walk the world a little while. We are not human beings. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And we get that turned around so often. We think we're human beings having a spiritual experience. Today's Sunday when I'm recording this. And I know, I run a sanctuary, a spiritual center, and I give a message on Sunday to a community in my neighborhood, and I just love it. But what I was saying today was we don't want to just come together on Sunday and know our holiness. We want to hold that through the whole day, through our whole life. We don't want to never forget that, actually. So it says that how easily do errors disappear and death give way to everlasting life. Our shiny footprints point the way to truth, for God is our companion as we walk the world a little while. And those who come to follow us will recognize the way, because the light we carry stays behind and yet still remains with us as we walk. One of the women in my church today was sharing about that particular line, and she said, there was this woman that she was a student of, Angelus Arians, who wrote The Fourfold Way, and she said that she loved that line because Andreas came and here, and she shared her gifts, and her light still remains because her students still carry the wisdom that she shared with them. So that's kind of beautiful. It goes on to say, what we receive is our eternal gift to those who follow after, and to those who went before or stay with us a while. And God, who loves us with the equal love in which we were created, smiles on us and offers us the happiness we gave. I love that line because it's all about our equality. Under God, everyone is equal. It goes on to say, today we will not doubt His love for us, nor question His protection and His care. No meaningful anxiety can come between my faith and our awareness of His presence. We are one with Him today. In recognition and remembrance, we feel Him in our hearts. Our minds contain His thoughts. Our eyes behold His loveliness in all we look upon. Today we see only the loving and the lovable. Today we see only the loving and the lovable. We see it in appearances of pain, and pain gives way to peace. We see it in the frantic and the sad and the distressed and the lonely and the afraid, who are restored to the tranquility and the peace of mind in which they were created. We see it in the dying and the dead as well, and restore them to life. All of this we see because we saw it first within ourselves. So all of these gifts are ours, and all we have to do is accept them to be able to extend them. So we have to accept them first as our own, and then we get to extend them. So it says, no miracle can ever be denied to those who know that they are one with God. No thought of theirs but has the power to heal all forms of suffering in anyone, and in times gone by and in times yet to come, as easily as the ones who walk beside them now. Their thoughts are timeless and apart from distance as apart from time. So it says here that we can heal, and we can heal because we can first heal ourselves. And the way that we first heal ourselves is that we own the truth. And in the Course in Miracles, a good teacher of God, the characteristics, one of them, the first one is trust, that we trust God, and the second one is honesty, that we get really honest with who we are. And we allow that honesty to come forth through the thoughts that we think, through being in consistency. This is what they say in the book. It says that honesty is consistency. And that means that your thoughts and your words and what's in your heart and what's in your gut are all in alignment. You're not thinking, he's a pain in the ass, and saying, hey, how you doing? You're not thinking like, oh, this is such a drag, and saying, oh yeah, no, I can do this. It's fine. I can do it. You're not thinking, I love that person, and not saying anything to them, just like being a mute around them, like, I can't even talk. I love you so much. So you're letting everything that's true for you express itself through you without editing it and without being out of consistency. So your beliefs, your love, and your trust, which is in your gut, are all in alignment. So it says we join in this awareness as we say that we are one with God. For in these words we say as well that we are saved and healed, that we can save and heal accordingly. We have accepted and we now would give. We would keep the gifts of our Father gave. Today we would experience ourselves as at one with Him, so the world may share our recognition of reality. In our experience, the world is freed. We deny our separation from our Father. It is healed along with us. Peace be to you today. Secure your peace by practicing awareness. You are one with your Creator. He is one with you. Sometime today, whenever it seems best, devote a half hour to the thought that you are one with God. This is our first attempt at an extended period for which we give no rules, no special words to guide your meditation. We will trust God's voice to speak as He sees fit today. Certain He will not fail. Abide with Him this half hour and He will do the rest. Your benefit will not be less if you believe that nothing happens. You may not be ready to accept the gain today, yet sometime, somewhere, it will come to you, nor will you fail to recognize it when it dawns with certainty upon your mind. This half an hour will be framed in gold, and every minute like a diamond set around the mirror that this exercise offers you. And you will see Christ's face in it, in reflection of your own. So it's saying, give this half hour to your Holy Communion, which is what I call it, when you go to Holy Communion with yourself and your divine, and give yourself a half hour. And you may not think that anything happens from this half hour, but great miracles will stem from this half hour, from this little willingness, and it will come when it will come, and when it comes, you will know. Today we have that buzz line of this aha moment. Those aha moments come from taking time to clear out the soil and be still and know God. So perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow, you will see your own transformation in the glass. This holy half an hour will hold out to you to look upon yourself. When you are ready, you will find it there within your mind and waiting to be found. You will remember then the thought to which you gave this half hour, and thankfully aware no time was ever better spent. I love that in A Course in Miracles, they never talk about meditation. They never say, we're going to teach you how to meditate, when in fact that's exactly what's happening. But people have so much baggage on the word meditation as they do Jesus and Christ and God and all of these other words. So it's probably best that they don't mention it. It says, perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow, you will look into this glass and understand the sinless light you see belongs to you. Perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow, you will look into this glass, this mirror, this reflection, and you will see that this sinless light belongs to you. The loveliness you look on is your own. Count this half hour as your gift to God in certainty that a joy too deep for you to comprehend, a sight too holy for the body's eyes to see, and yet you can be sure someday, perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow, you will understand and comprehend and see. And further jewels to the golden frame that holds the mirror offers you today by hourly repeating to yourself, let me remember I am one with God. Let me remember I am one with God. At one with all of my brothers and myself, capital S, and everlasting holiness and peace. So that's the lesson for today, and it's such a beautiful lesson. You can hear it in the words and in the intentions that we want to remember our holy oneness and stay consistent with that oneness, that we let our thoughts and what we have in our heart and what we have in our gut and what we want to say with our words to all line up so that we can be, holy, so that we can be holy. So have a blessed day. Enjoy this lesson. Make sure that you spend that half hour. Put it on your calendar. Make some time for it. I myself am going to yoga class. And we all spend that half hour in yoga class and just meditation. God bless. Namaste.
The sky knows when it's time to snow. Don't need to teach a secret.